In the vast world of spiritual traditions, Buddhist practices stand out for their deep focus on protection, inner peace, and the elimination of negative energies. One of these simple yet meaningful techniques involves tying a black cord on the front door, a ritual rich in symbolism that aims to repel evil and dispel any curse that might affect the home or its inhabitants. This video delves into the meaning behind this practice, its connection to Buddhist teachings, and how it can be used to transform your space into a sanctuary of harmony and well-being. Discover how this symbolic gesture, filled with intention and energy, can help you create a protective shield against negative forces while fostering an environment of serenity and light in your daily life. I remember a woman, a family friend, who told how a simple envious gaze had haunted her for years. Her dreams grew dark and her home, once a place of joy, became tense and filled with anguish. Over time, she realized she needed to do something but didn't know where to start. It was then that she became a powerful reminder that our fears, whether real or imagined, can become chains that bind us. This idea that our emotions and beliefs can manifest in our surroundings, and how our souls are deeply susceptible to the energies of those around us, is the cornerstone of many spiritual practices. That's why spiritual practices play an essential role in our lives. From simple prayers and rituals to elaborate ceremonies, learning how to create a protected space is vital. Spirituality is not just a refuge, it is a tool that allows us to take control of our lives, transform negative energy into positive, and restore inner harmony. As we explore together, we will discover how we can apply these ancient teachings to our modern lives and how small changes can have a profound impact. Remember, the most crucial part comes at the end of the video, and I promise you will be eager to discover it. You will learn more about how even small acts can protect you and what you truly need to begin this journey towards spiritual freedom. Before addressing the process of how to remove a curse, it's essential to prepare your thoughts and your environment. The mindset is key because if you enter this ritual with doubts, fears, or the wrong energy, it's very likely you won't get the desired results. You must feel strong, determined, and above all, open to receiving the help of the energies around you. Clear intention and a pure heart are the pillars for carrying out any spiritual practice. With this in mind, I suggest you find a quiet place where you can reflect and focus. On the other hand, it is essential to gather a series of materials that will help you in this process. Obtaining a black string is one of the initial steps, and it may seem simple, but its significance is powerful. This element is used in many cultures to ward off negativity and protect the home. In addition to the string, you will need candles, essences, and other objects that resonate with you and your beliefs. As you select these materials, ask yourself, what meaning does each one hold for me? And more importantly, what intentions do I want to accumulate for my practice? By choosing carefully and with purpose, you create a stronger bond between you and the instruments you will use. The key is that every object you choose should be sacred to you. It should carry with it the positive vibrations you wish to invoke. Now let's talk about the space. You must establish a sacred space where you will perform your ritual, a place that feels welcoming and free of distractions. It is highly recommended to cleanse the area before you begin, either with the smoke of a sacred plant like sage or through a simple physical cleaning. Make sure the environment is softly lit and filled with good energy. You can light incense or use essential oils that connect you with calm and protection. Before you begin, take a few moments for meditation to stabilize your mind. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel the calm around you. Think of the good things, the energies you want to invoke. As you do this, your heart and soul will align to the same frequency. It's crucial that during this mental exercise, you keep in mind the purpose of your action. Visualize what you want to achieve, letting yourself be enveloped by that image. This vision will give you strength. Remember, Using the black string is not just a physical act, but an expression of your will and desire for protection. Although I won't give all the details of how to tie this string on the door at this moment, it is vital that when you do it with the purest spirit, connecting with the tradition it represents. The repetition of this act reaffirms your intention to protect yourself and your loved ones. Each knot you tie is a seal, a reminder that you are taking action against negativity with unwavering faith. When you are ready to begin, make sure your mind is in a state of gratitude. Thank the forces you believe are supporting you in this task and throughout the process. Remember, the power to change your reality does not only reside in physical objects, but in the strength of your thoughts and your faith. As you move forward, keep your attention on the commitment you have made to yourself and your loved ones. Stay tuned, because there is still more valuable information to share that will help you complete this journey of transformation. On the journey of spirituality, immersing ourselves in Buddhist principles is fundamental to understanding how to remove curses and repel negative energies. One of the most powerful concepts in this philosophy is karma. Imagine that every action you take, every word you speak, creates a wave that expands and returns to you. This law of cause and effect highlights the importance of living with pure and compassionate intention. Every time you choose something positive, whether in your thoughts or actions, you build a shield that protects you from negativity. Violence or anger you may feel toward others, on the other hand, creates heavy karma that may return to you in unexpected ways. The practice of mindfulness, mince, is another essential tool we learn on the Buddhist path. We live in a world full of distractions, where our thoughts drift toward the past or future, far from the present moment. But when we focus on the here and now, we can truly connect with our inner selves and establish true spiritual protection. This not only helps ward off negativity, but allows our spirits to remain clean and filled with light. When you are present, you can notice the small energies around you, and this allows you to identify what is toxic and what can be spiritual cleansing. Spiritual cleansing, which also abounds in our tradition, becomes a liberating act. Just as you cleanse your home from society, it is also vital to cleanse your spirit of the impurities we accumulate. This can be done through rituals of blessing, using elements like pure water, salt, or even the simple act of meditating, where we visualize love and light, clearing every corner of our being. Although we often think of cleansing as something physical, in the spiritual realm it is much deeper. It is about shedding old wounds, premonitions, and fears that only serve to anchor us to a past that no longer serves us. As we move forward, I want you to remember that this journey is a process, not an immediate destination. What is most important is patience. Those of us who follow the Buddhist path know that growth and transformation are gradual and require time and dedication. So stay alert and pay attention, because soon I will reveal more secrets about how these small rituals can have a disproportionate impact on your life. It's also worth mentioning the inner balance achieved when we combine our practices with meditation. By dedicating a few moments each day to sitting in silence, breathing, and centering ourselves, we allow the energies to align. When we are in tune, our intentions grow stronger, and we begin to send clear signals to the universe. Sometimes negative energy feels overwhelming, like a weight on our shoulders. But with each exhale, we can release that weight, letting go of what no longer belongs to us. Remember that all things are transitory, and the light of Buddhism allows us not to cling to the negative. Wrap yourself in the knowledge that we are here to learn. Every challenge we face and every shadow we try to disperse is, in essence, an opportunity to grow and move toward greater understanding. As you walk this path, remember that there are lights in the darkness, and your thoughts and actions shape your reality much more than you think. I want you to know that on my journey, I have seen how these practices have transformed lives, not just mine, but also those of many friends and loved ones. It's fascinating. There's no greater joy than seeing someone free themselves from old ties and open up to the positive energy that is eager to enter. So stay tuned and stay close, because I will reveal more about how these Buddhist teachings, combined, make this journey an extraordinary power for you and all those you love. Remember, what we need is your commitment to your passage along this spiritual path. Don't worry, hope is never lost. I will show you how to reclaim it and keep it alive in this process. We will address how to integrate these principles into our lives and how they gradually become the light that guides our way to freedom and tranquility. Get ready, because there is still more to discover. Throughout history, the black string has been a powerful symbol in many cultures, including ours. Let's remember the tradition of the indigenous peoples of Latin America, where the use of its symbolism dates back to ancient times, in an era when spirits and nature were completely intertwined. It was believed that each object had an inherent energy that could be communicated to those who used it. The black string was not just used as a simple decorative element. It represented a bond connecting people to the strength of their ancestors and to the universe. For example, there's a story I would like to share about a grandmother from a small village in the heart of Mexico. It was said that she had a special gift for seeing the energies surrounding people. One day, a young girl full of life and dreams came to her door seeking help. The girl had been suffering from nightmares and felt that something dark was following her. The grandmother, with her vast wisdom, took a black string that had been woven by her ancestors and began a ritual involving the string to protect the girl from those shadows. With each twist and knot she made, she recited protective words that had been passed down through generations. The string, placed on the door of the girl's house, served as a shield against any evil trying to cross its threshold. Not only have these practices endured, but they have also evolved over time. Many families still maintain the tradition of tying black strings on their doors, not only to protect themselves from curses, but also to bring good fortune. The story goes that during full moon nights it's common to see people sitting in their courtyards, pondering the string they will use and their intentions before performing the ritual. Each string is unique, just like each ritual. Some are handmade, while others are bought from local markets, but all carry with them the desire to protect their loved ones. Legends tell how in times of great difficulty, many communities came together to create a safe and protected space among themselves. When evil loomed, several members of the community would gather and tie black strings on their doors, forming a symbolic barrier. They firmly believed that this practice not only protected their homes, but also strengthened their community bonds. The black string became a symbol of solidarity and hope, and it was said that the more people participated in this practice, the stronger the protection they would emit. In another story, a man named Juan, who lived in a neighborhood full of hardships, decided to take action. He had heard of the ancient teachings about the black string, and feeling that negativity was affecting him, he decided to act. He bought a black string and carefully tied a knot at the entrance of his home while invoking his ancestors. After that night, he began to notice small but significant improvements in his life. Peace returned to his home and harmony was felt in the air. In his story, not only did he protect himself from negative energies, but he also realized that his own intention, the deep desire to live in a safe place, was a crucial aspect of his transformation. The legacy of the black string and its use in rituals is not limited to personal protection. It extends to the protection of the spaces we inhabit. It is said that placing black strings on the doors of homes prevents bad vibes from entering, acting as a filter. Many families, especially those with a rich cultural heritage, turn to these practices in times of crisis. The belief in this power, in the connection between the past and the present, makes these stories resonate in the hearts of those who hear them and share them. As women and men of this time, it is our duty to remember and honor these traditions that have been passed down to us. Each black string tied is an act of rebellion against the forces that try to destabilize our peace. Keeping the history of these practices alive reminds us that spirituality is not only lived in solitude, but it is shared, felt, and strengthened in community. There is a deep sense of renewal in each knot tied, in each attempt to become the guardian of the home and protector of loved ones. In each ceremony, whether private or communal, the importance of our connection to history, to our roots, is reiterated. This is a call to embrace the power of the string and all the teachings it carries. Its history is a manifestation of how rituals can truly transform the ordinary into something extraordinary. Stay tuned, because soon we will reveal how these teachings connect to the everyday power that we inhabit in our daily lives, and how you too can apply these rituals to empower your life and that of those you love. Now that we have explored the deep meaning behind the string and its use, it is time to learn how to tie it on the door of your home. This act is not just a physical procedure, it is a ritual of intention and pure energy. So first, make sure you are in a quiet space where you can focus on what you are about to create. Breathe deeply and feel how the air penetrates every corner of your being. For a moment, visualize the protection you are about to invoke. Take your black string, which you may have chosen with great care, seeking to connect with its energy. Or perhaps it was gifted to you as a symbol of love and protection. Hold it in your hands and feel its texture between your fingers. It's important to take a moment to connect with it and what it represents. This string will be a channel, a bond that will unite your intention with the protection you wish to invoke. The first step is to define how you wish to place the string. The door is the threshold of your home, the space where energies enter and exit. Make sure it is clean and clear. As you observe the door, imagine that by tying the string you are creating an invisible but powerful barrier. Use your hands to trace a small arc over the door frame, symbolizing that you are covering the space and protecting it from all harm. Now take the end of the string and begin to turn it clockwise, which is the direction representing positive energy. As you do this, you can speak your intentions aloud. For example, you can say, "I banish all negativity from here and invite peace and well-being into my home." Repeat these affirmations as you work, like a mantra, echoing in each knot you make. With each turn, plant a wish in the fabric of the string. This will become the silent protector of your home. When you reach the end of your path, tie the string with a double knot. Knots are symbols of security and closure. As you make this knot, imagine that you are blocking the passage of any negative energy. Think of that negative force that will no longer be able to cross your door. Visualize each turn and each knot as your intention, your willpower intertwining with the string, creating a sacred cloak over your home. It's important that while you're tying the string, you maintain an attitude of gratitude. Thank the energies around you, your loved ones, and even your ancestors. Feel that eternal connection that binds you to them and let their light envelop you. This moment is special. It's a meeting between your being and the universe. With every breath, feel the space filling with positive energy and how that atmosphere transforms. Once you have finished tying the string, take a moment to observe what you have done. Visualize the black string as a protective barrier, a shield that filters the negative and allows only the vibrations of love and peace to cross the threshold. When you look at your door, feel the power you've invoked and nurture that sense of security in your heart. Remember, the ritual doesn't end here. It is essential to repeat this process with the same devotion and energy on other occasions. You can do it every full moon or during periods of crisis, when you feel that negative energies are more persistent. Each time you do it, you will be reaffirming your protective power, strengthening the connection with your home and with yourself. As you follow this process, I want you to keep in mind that the most important part comes at the end. You will have opportunities to deepen this practice and discover new secrets to intensify the protection you have invoked. So stay alert and remember that every action you take is creating your reality. This is just the beginning of a spiritual journey that will transform your life and the lives of those you love. In addition to the black string, there is a broader approach that includes other spiritual practices that complement this protective ritual perfectly. Let us allow the wind of wisdom to carry us to explore these techniques that can enrich your spiritual life and, in turn, reinforce the protection you've invoked. We will talk about specific prayers, deep meditations, and the use of blessed objects, each of which adds a unique and powerful vibration to your practice. First, let's talk about prayers. In our tradition, words are a vehicle of intention. When we invoke, when we ask for help from the forces around us, we are creating a bridge between the spiritual and the tangible. A simple yet effective prayer is one addressed to the angels or the protective spirits. You can say, "May my angels guide and protect my home and loved ones." Repeat this prayer daily, especially as night falls. This practice creates a space of protection that intertwines with the power of the black string, elevating your intentions and strengthening the defense of your home. On the other hand, meditation is an essential part of any spiritual regimen. Through meditation, we cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves and with the universe. In this case, I recommend a meditation focused on visualization. Find a quiet place, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Visualize a white light descending upon you, enveloping you in a protective bubble. Imagine this light cleansing all negative energies and, at the same time, amplifying the positive energy you have invoked with the black string. When you finish, feel grateful for the protection you have received and remain present in that energy. Let's not forget the importance of blessed objects in our lives. These can include amulets, crystals, or sacred images that resonate with you. For example, a leather crystal can amplify your intentions and protect your space from negative influences. Make sure to perform a blessing ritual with each new object you bring into your home. Place the object in your hand, close your eyes, and visualize a bright light surrounding it. This is how you transmit your intention and create a channel of pure energy that merges with the object. In many homes, it is common to have a small altar where these objects are gathered, along with pictures of loved ones or elements that represent your wishes. This sacred space acts as a beacon of positive energy and creation. Don't hesitate to add the black string to your altar. Its presence will remind you and reinforce your protection intentions. As you introduce these practices into your daily life, you will realize that each of them, in its own way, contributes to a comprehensive spiritual regimen. It's about weaving a protective net that feels powerful and palpable. In doing so, you also nurture your connection to the divine, the universe, and your ancestors. It's essential that these practices be integrated into your daily routine. Start your day with a prayer followed by meditation when you wake up. Then make sure to care for your sacred space by keeping your blessed objects organized and vibrating with positive energy. Performing this type of ritual will not only broaden your perspective, but it will also provide you with the peace and tranquility we all seek. Don't forget that the most important thing is your intention. Every time you act, whether tying the black string, praying, or meditating, do it with the conviction that you are creating an atmosphere of protection and abundance around you. Trust in the power of your actions and in the connection you maintain with the universe. Remember, your thoughts manifest in your surroundings, so cultivate only the positive and keep negativity at bay. And finally, as you delve deeper into these practices, also remember to express gratitude. Gratitude is a force that not only transforms what you have into enough, but it also strengthens your energy field and raises your vibration. So be thankful for every step you take on this path and for all the protections you are invoking, not only for yourself but for your loved ones. Continue exploring, experimenting, and applying every aspect of this spiritual journey. Use the black string wisely along with these rituals, creating an impenetrable shield around you and those you love. There is deep knowledge and power in what we are building together, and I know this journey will be transformative. Stay alert, for there is more wisdom to share that will empower this path you have already started. So, over the years, I have had the privilege of witnessing numerous personal transformations that have originated from the implementation of these spiritual practices. There are stories that resonate in my heart, tales of people who, just like you, at first were filled with fear and uncertainty, but later found, in these teachings, a true source of power and light. I would like to share some of these stories, real-life experiences that will make you reflect on the impact a simple black string and intention can have on our lives. Let's start with the story of Clara, a 72-year-old woman who lived alone since her husband passed away. In the beginning, loneliness became her greatest enemy, and she began to feel an unsettling presence in her home. The nights were the worst. She would wake up sweating from the feeling that someone was watching her. One day she came across my YouTube channel and decided to put into practice what she had learned. That was when she tied the black string on her door. During the ritual, Clara felt a surge of energy flowing through her, as if the shadows that had been haunting her were being stripped away with every knot she made. By the end of that night, she experienced a restorative sleep for the first time in months. Clara's transformation was astonishing. For weeks she started tying the string every full moon, repeating her intentions with each turn. The presence that had tormented her began to disappear, and with each passing day the light in her home intensified. She found painting courses, started going out with friends, and what moved her the most was attending a community gathering where she shared her story. Clara now speaks openly about how a simple black string taught her to reclaim her home and her life. Her testimony was not only powerful for her, but it also inspired other women in her neighborhood to carry out their own rituals of cleansing and protection. Another story I want to share is that of Roberto, a 60-year-old man who had begun to feel that his family business was in decline. Economic problems had weighed on him like a stone, and his energy fluctuated constantly between hopelessness and anger. After watching one of my videos, he decided to tie the black string at the entrance of his store, accompanied by prayers for prosperity and well-being. The first week after performing the ritual was difficult. It seemed as though all the negativity intensified. But Roberto decided to remain consistent. He remembered the teachings about karma and the importance of maintaining a pure intention. One night, while reflecting on his practice, he received an unexpected call from an old friend who offered him a collaboration that would revitalize his business. Since then, Roberto firmly believes that the black string was the catalyst that allowed him to manifest the positive energy he so desperately needed. Now, he shares his experience on our channel, grateful to be surrounded by an environment filled with love, prosperity, and above all, support. Roberto's image in his store, surrounded by happy customers, shows how the impact of spiritual protection goes far beyond the physical. It is an internal transformation that reflects in the external world. But not only stories of misfortune can be inspiring. I also have the honor of speaking about the experience of Teresa, a 55-year-old woman. After being a victim of workplace harassment, Teresa decided that she would not allow fear to control her life. In an act of bravery, she used the black string in her home, symbolizing her decision to banish the negative energies around her. In her first attempt, she felt an electric shock run through her body during the ritual, a deep connection with her history and with those who had supported her. What followed in her story was the transformation of her kitchen into a healing refuge. As she tied the string, she let go not only of the bad energies from her work, but also of the weight of past wounds. Her healing journey included taking steps towards self-love, which ultimately led her to change jobs and open her own fashion business, which is now a refuge for her and her loved ones. Teresa has begun to share her journey through my channel, reaching out to those facing similar circumstances. She encourages others to try the black string ritual first before seeking external solutions. These stories, dear audience, are just reflections of how a simple practice can transform shadows into light. My friends, the line between fear and trust can be fragile, but through intention and spiritual practices, that line can be blurred. You know that the most important part comes at the end of the video, so stay tuned because soon I will share a set of practical tools that will help you create an even more protective environment in your life. The revelations that are coming will empower you on your path. As a wise elder, I have learned that the spiritual practices I share, including the use of the black string, work because they are deeply rooted in our intention and in the power that resides within each of us. Every ritual, every prayer, and every knot we tie in that cord symbolizes an act of affirmation, a clear declaration that we will not allow negativity to enter our lives. When we arm ourselves with faith and exercise our will, we create an energy field that acts as a shield, protecting us from the vibrations and bad intentions that may surround us. It is essential to understand that the spirit, like a garden, requires constant care. Just as a plant needs light, water, and nutrients, our soul also needs attention and space to flourish. Keeping a spiritually clean home means practicing gratitude daily, letting go of negative feelings and thoughts, and creating a space where love and light can dwell freely. Spiritual cleaning is not limited to just physical objects. It is an act of purifying our mind and heart. With every act of kindness and every positive thought, we nourish that inner garden that allows us to thrive. One of the keys to maintaining a spiritually clean home is establishing a routine for energy cleaning. You can do this using simple items from your home. For example, using sea salt to cleanse the environment. Sprinkle a little in the corners of your home, let it sit, and then sweep it into a place where you can dispose of it with love and gratitude. This simple act, although seemingly mundane, is actually a way of creating a space that breathes peace and positivity. Another important aspect is the practice of daily meditation. Dedicate a few minutes each day to sit in silence, allow your thoughts to flow, and connect with your breath. This will help you remain present. While meditating, visualize white light surrounding you, cleansing any negative energy that may have accumulated. This practice will prepare you to face daily challenges, providing a sense of peace that radiates toward those around you. It is also crucial to surround yourself with people who have good energy. The community you choose to be part of greatly influences your spiritual well-being. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy and seek the company of those who uplift your spirit. Positive interactions nourish our being and help us believe in our own strength. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely, as the company you keep will have a direct impact on your energy frequency. The practice of forgiveness is a cornerstone on this journey. Releasing grudges, whether directed at others or yourself, creates profound spiritual freedom. Each act of forgiveness unties a bond to negativity, freeing your soul to embrace peace. Allow yourself to experience the liberation that acceptance and love bring. Forgiveness is an act of courage and compassion, both for yourself and for the universe. I invite you to connect with your inner strength. Within each of us lies the power to manifest our desires and shape our reality. Trust in your ability to eliminate negativity and draw positivity into your life through your thoughts and actions. Your intentions are potent forces, tools capable of transforming your life and uplifting those you cherish. Remember, as someone who loves their children, grandchildren, and those in your closest circle, you are their spiritual guardian. The light you cultivate within yourself has the power to illuminate even the darkest corners. Let no doubt hold you back, and know that every act of love, every ritual you practice, brings you closer to a home filled with peace and abundance. Remain steadfast in your practice and your faith, for meaningful change begins within. Believe in yourself, in your strength, and in your capacity to live a life infused with love and light. Until we meet again, dear friends, may your journey be filled with blessings and joy.